In this Webflow tutorial, I want to teach you guys how to create these organic shapes in images or a specific div block or even a video or even a quote block or even the bottom of this section. So essentially, for context, I praise God that I had the opportunity to service this client, the Solution Center, and they wanted a very specific look on their website. You'll notice even their buttons aren't really like box shaped. They have a very, what she describes, asymmetrical, which is true. And if we go into the About page, for example, you'll notice we even have these shapes that are essentially organic, or I don't know how you describe it, but it has a certain aesthetic. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it in this Webflow tutorial. And there'll be two specific steps. One is just basic shapes like this one right here, where we can just apply CSS in radiuses. And the other one is a bit more complicated, like this one right here, where it has this really, really unique shape. And if you put your mouse over it, it also has hover animations. So let's quickly jump into Webflow and I'll show you how to do this. So right now I'm inside Webflow and I'm gonna go ahead and just add an image. I'm gonna go ahead and choose an image and I'll just choose something, let's say this one right here. And I'll of course give this a class, let's just say shape test. And I'll go ahead and just give this specific class probably like a certain width and a height. Maybe like 40 rems and 40 rem height. And obviously we can change the image fit to be cover. I've already made a tutorial on what that means. So right now you'll notice everything is a box. Surprise, surprise. I mean, if you don't know that, then maybe you need to go back into my tutorials on box model and CSS classes, but literally everything in websites is a square. That's literally how it is. So if we do want to change it, the most easiest thing to do is change it to a circle. In order to do that, we'll go ahead and select that specific div. And we've already given it a class of shape-test. And underneath the style tab, we can go ahead and scroll down into radius right here. And you'll notice we can go ahead and give it a radius. We can go ahead and even use this specific slider to just move it. And you'll notice it's kind of rounding each of the corners. So we can use something like 50 VW, which means viewport width or even percentage. And that'll literally make it into a circle. So this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. This is literally like basic. We're going to go into more advanced. Of course, the next stage of this is if we just go ahead and reset this by holding Option and hitting radius. We can go ahead and hit this button right here, individual corners. And of course, we can apply specific measurements to each of the corners to make a unique shape. So for example, we might put 50 VW on the top left. We might put 50 VW on the bottom right. And this creates like a unique, I don't know, football Stewie Griffin. This kind of looks like Stewie Griffin, And I didn't plan this tutorial. This literally looks like Stewie Griffin. Obviously, we don't have to use 50 viewport width. We can use something like 4 REMs. And then maybe on the bottom right, we can use 8 REMs. And then maybe on the bottom left, we can use something different like 12 REMs. And then on the top right, we can keep it into a sharp corner. So a lot we can do, obviously, guys. And then if we want to put a hover animation, very easy to do because this is Webflow, this is CSS. We can go ahead and hit the drop down. And we can go ahead and change the state to hover. And you'll notice we can literally do anything. So we can reverse things if we want. We can go ahead and put the top right to be 12 REMs, the bottom left to be 0 REMs. We can put the top left to 8 REMs and the bottom right to 4 REMs. So I literally just swapped everything and we can go ahead and just click out of it. So we no longer have this hover tag. And you notice if I put my mouse over it, it literally does that animation. Obviously, this animation is instant because we didn't apply a transition effect. So we can go ahead and click into that specific shape. We can go ahead and scroll all the way down, and where it says transitions right here, we can hit the plus and we'll go ahead and change the type. I usually change it to all properties, and then we'll go ahead and change the duration to 350. That's what I usually put it, but obviously you guys can go in and play around with it, etc. You can also change the easing by hitting this button right here, just FYI. Once I hit enter, you notice it's done. So if I go ahead and put my mouse over it, it's created this animation. And this is really cool, right? This is very easy, very super cool, barely an inconvenience, right? So what is the benefit of this? The main benefit of this is that the client can literally double click this image, hit replace image, and still replace the image to whatever they want, and it still remains that shape. And if you put the hover, it still has that animation. Obviously, as a developer, we can go ahead and add another image, and we can go ahead and apply the exact same class. Or we can go ahead and right click it and hit create component to save this, right? That's the main benefit, because the reality is if someone wants this specific shape, they might fall into the trap of going into like a design program like Canva or Sketch and then, drawing, let's just say a box like this and then applying the exact same, ratios like this, and then putting the image in this box and then exporting it as a PNG. You know what I mean? There's a lot of problems with this because the client will have to do this in a design program. What if they want to change the edge of the boxes, etc.? This is probably the most effective way. So now I'm actually not going to go into the advanced tutorial. I'm actually going to, do that into a second video because I want to milk it. Don't say anyone. Don't cut that out. Don't cut that out. But I'm going to go ahead and put a second tutorial on how to do more advanced shapes. So this specific cutout for this video is not advanced. This is literally just putting some corners. And like I showed you in the about page, this is not really that advanced. This is, again, just putting some radiuses in the corner. But what is advanced is this specific shape right here. You'll notice this, while it has an appearance of 50 viewport W, this isn't correct because that should be a pure circle. Instead, I used custom code through Claude. So I'll go ahead and do a separate tutorial on that. But essentially, that separate tutorial will allow you to use any SVG shape like so. And even if you don't have an SVG shape and you have a general idea, we can go ahead and put that into AI. And I'll go ahead and spit out a code where we can use it as a clipping mask. And we can even apply hover animations like this. So that will be a separate video. I've now just decided it on the spot. So please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you want that specific video. Otherwise, I really hope you found this video super useful. Just really want to share it because I found it very interesting. And I truly believe that these specific, shapes and these rounded corners makes a difference towards the aesthetic, and not many people are doing it. So if you want your website to stand out, this could be one way of doing it. Obviously, this ties with the brand identity of the Solution Center because it's almost like a health philosophy, well-being type brand, So the rounded corners and the asymmetric design is like friendly and like naturey. So enough of my babble. My name is Derek Su. I'm a Sydney-based Webflow developer and web designer. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I also have many free Webflow tutorials on my YouTube channel, so check them out. Otherwise, I also have a paid Webflow course, a paid freelance course. Yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.